Hey guys, I'm Sally.
And I'm Alan.
And we're Sal and Al.
The Wool Slayers.
Welcome.
Hi, y'all.
Episode 36.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's January 2nd.
It's 2019.
We have kids upstairs.
We have kids upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go.
Yep.
Any thumps and bumps and screaming and crying and whining is not just me this time for
Right.
once.
And I'm eating cough drops again.
Yes.
I swear, I got better last time.
I just had to hit record and all of a sudden it's just Hot Mess Express.
Yep, it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We all have our weaknesses.
Yeah.
Mine's my hair. Can't stand it.
Mine's coughing.
Anyway, so it's been a minute.
Yes.
It's been like 3 weeks, I think, since we
Yeah.
recorded. So we probably have like a bit to talk about. I have a little pile next to me.
And again, you would think I'd have a lot of knitting, but...
I don't have a lot of knitting. I don't have a lot of I have one finished project.
Me too.
So.
And I feel like I've been knitting my hands off.
I know. So we're a bit light in the sleigh department,
Yes.
but we still have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
First of all, you can find me on Ravelry as Sally Wren.
And I'm Alan Loves Yarn.
And we, as a podcast, are on Instagram under Wool Slayers Podcast. And Ravelry, we have a Ravelry group, Sal and Al the Wool Slayers. You definitely want to join because there's lots of fun stuff happening with our upcoming retreat, which we will be talking about. Yay. And I always just I can't even talk about it without going, like I can't help it.
I know.
So,
and when she and I talk about it, we're constantly
oh my God,
oh
and
my
I'm
God,
like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Lots of exciting, huge news, you guys. Huge news. Stay tuned.
Great.
And we're also on Facebook, Sal and Al the Wool Slayers.
And I have made it a resolution to do better about posting on Facebook and Ravelry.
I need to.
Not Ravelry, Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, like I just post on Instagram and it flows to Facebook, but honestly, Wool Slayers hasn't gotten a lot of. I need to post more.
I know, me too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think about it, but I don't have it set up right on my phone.
Well, I'm so bad
so
about...
we're going to get that set up today.
Yeah, and I'm so bad about wanting to save stuff for the podcast, but then after, I could post it after.
Right.
But I never do, because it's gone then. It's out of my brain.
Yep.
Anyway, there's a little peek behind the curtain. It's freezing cold and raining. It's going to be icy tonight, and Texans cannot handle it.
Nope.
There's not going to be any milk, eggs, or bread at the grocery store.
Nope.
Apparently everyone makes French toast when it gets icy, because all the milk, bread, and eggs are gone for approximately 8 hours of ice that we're going to have.
Right.
Like, it's going to be fine, guys. Anyway, so we're getting this recorded before that happens because we don't drive when it's icy because we can't handle it.
Nope. Nope. I lived in Chicago for 10 years and would drive on snow and ice and no problem.
To be fair, they don't do the roads right here.
They don't. They do sand instead of salt. And,
yeah.
But also the people that live here don't have the experience. Yeah. They'll drive on the ice and...
Right.
No.
It's bad news.
Yeah. So we stay home.
we have not recorded. Christmas has happened since we last recorded. Did you have a good Christmas?
I did. I had a great Christmas.
Good.
Yeah.
I did
what
too.
About you?
I didn't have a very I didn't get anything knitting related for Christmas, but I still had a good Christmas. It was good.
I got 2 knitting related things for Christmas.
Fun.
Yes, I got some yarn. I'm not going to show it yet.
Oh, I did get some yarn. That's true. But it was after, I got it like 2 days after Christmas, so I forgot. But
mine's
it's
not
here.
in hand. Sally's going to pick it up
that's
for
true.
me. Unless I make it out. I might make it out there.
I'm a big fail. And
No,
I forgot
you're not.
I know, but I've had like 2 weeks to go get it, and I haven't.
But West End Wool isn't that convenient for you. You have to make a point of being there. So I might make a point of being there.
Okay.
I know.
I'll let you know if I go before you do.
Okay.
And
And then, do you want to hear my other one?
Oh, well, is it in trophies or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So my other gift is, Sally already knows about it. She's forgotten though.
Oh, right. I haven't forgotten.
Right.
I didn't realize it was a Christmas present.
Well, yes.
It should be.
I said it was a Christmas present because my mom gave me a huge gift.
Yes.
And she's like, I just don't have anything for you. I don't know what to give you. I'm like, Mom, you gave me this other thing. So the thing is, I'm going to Italy on a knitting trip it's Cindy Hallam Retreats, and it's with Lambs on the Run.
And Bud, right?
And Bud is the instructor.
Okay. I was like, wait, I thought it was...
Right.
Okay.
So Ann Bud's the instructor, and it's it's called Lambs on the Run, and it's with a yarn store out of Colorado, I think.
And it is not a cruise, right?
No, it's not a cruise. but we're going to 5 different cities in
That's
Italy.
what it was.
Yeah.
I knew there was traveling involved. Besides
Yeah.
just Italy, it's like you go here and then here.
Right.
It's cool.
It's
like a caravan.
gone for like 20 days.
Crazy.
And like I sent it to my mom because I saw it in the Ambeds newsletter. And I was like, oh, we had to put this on the bucket list. Like, this would be awesome. And she's like, let's do it now.
There you go.
What? So literally 2 days later, we had put
There
down
you
the
go.
deposit and we're going.
And that's in
March. End of March, middle to like half of April.
Sorry.
And then I panicked. Like, oh my God, I can't be gone from my family, from my kids for 20 days. They're going to, like, they won't survive. Like, no homework will get done. It'll be all fast food meals. And then my mom's like, it's okay. They'll survive without you.
She'll be fine.
So I have reached out for help for, after school stuff.
Yeah.
So
And you'll miss DFW Fiberfest.
I will miss DFW
Yeah.
Fiberfest, which I have not missed. And the registration was like a week before DFW Fiberfest
Yeah.
was for classes. So like I had already figured out all my classes
Yeah.
I wanted to take. And like the notice came out reminding, hey,
Yeah.
on Saturday. And I looked at the dates. I'm like,
Wait a minute.
those dates look familiar. Maybe I should check my calendar. And sure enough, I was like,
Right in the middle of your trip.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I know, it's fine. I can
It'll
miss
be
it
okay.
for a trip
It'll
to
be
Italy.
okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be
I think
okay.
it's okay.
Exactly.
But that's very exciting.
It is. It's super exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just
I can't wait to hear all about it.
over the moon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's very exciting.
I know.
And you're right. That's not like you can't. That's not a trophy.
I can't show it.
I'll show
I'm
you-
sure I will come
I'll
back
show
with
you my
trophies.
yarn. Oh, for sure. I'll show you my yarn and trophies because I do have one hank of yarn that was.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do you have any fails?
No.
Me either. I would just want to quick talk about. Have you seen all the Make 9 that's happening?
No.
So it's like Make 9 in 2019.
Mm-mm.
If you want, I'll just tell you mine really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what it is.
So
I'm
it's
assuming
like
make 9
it's like
things.
goals. It's like I want to make these 9 things this year. Like this isn't the only 9 things I'm going to make, but like this year I want to make these 9 things. And they can be real general, and they can also be like sewing, which I don't sew anymore. I used to, but it can be like a technique, whatever, Like it doesn't have to be like this pattern, this pattern, this pattern.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
mine are basically patterns. But so I definitely want to make the Terrell Dega. Did we talked about it when I bought I bought the pink, red, and gray yarns. So I want to make that.
In time for Valentine's?
Probably not.
No.
I would have to start it like now.
There you go.
I want to make the Elton cardigan.
Yay.
I want to make the Tanya sweater. I want to make some of those no-show socks that you made. I want to get better at brioche, so I'm going to make this sweet little cowl with my Pearl Soho yarn. I want to finally make that potato peel pie society hat that's all just Fair Isle. Oh my god. It's like,
Sorry.
I want to make a full body sleeve. Like, I think it's so cute. Like, I just want just a 2.
Eye holes?
Yeah. So I'm finally going to make that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My grandmother, my 90-year-old grandmother, asked me to make her some knee-high socks. I was like,
Gonna buy you some?
why? No, she wants hand knit wool because she's super cold all the time. And I made her a pair of socks for her birthday, and she loves them. And she's like, but I want some. Now I want some that come all the way up to my knees. I was like, that takes.
Could you make them at a worsted?
Forever? Because she'll wear them inside her shoes. So.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't want her to slip and fall. Like I don't want her wearing them
walking around.
Yeah. She's 90. So I guess I'm making some knee highs because I don't tell her no.
Can you make them out of something fun like mustache?
Yeah, and she doesn't care. She's like, I don't care if you make them out of 7 different yarns. I don't care what they look like. And I was like, well, they might have to be because that's like more than a skein.
Right?
Anyway.
That'd be a good way to make some scrappy stripy socks.
For sure. I also want to make a t-shirt, like a linen, out of my linen yarn that I'm not going to make that one sweater out of. So I have that black Shabui yarn. I want to make a t-shirt. I've wanted to make one forever. I'm going to do it.
Do it. Yeah.
And I want to add at least 100 more squares to my scrap blanket. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
So I guess that is my fail. I did not make my goal. I wanted to have like 180 or something by the end of 2018, and I did not make it. I'll go ahead and show it. I have 144 squares.
Oh,
so
wow.
it is a lot bigger than it was, but still, I need to be better about picking it up. So I'm still going widthwise. Let's see, where's the... Okay.
You squared it off.
Yeah, and so it is a rectangle. So there's my start right there. And I'm just going this direction. Like this edge is like an edge. This will be, I'm not going to add any squares to this edge. This edge is a raw edge, and so it's continuing to grow this way.
And this edge is an edge.
And that
on the
bottom edge is a finished edge as well. I mean, I might add a border, but I don't have to. But like this edge is raw and that edge is raw. So it's going to continue going that way for a little bit more. It's like 16 squares across, and I probably want it to be like 25.
Can we just sit here with it over our laps?
Yeah, for sure. And it smells good because in my scrap basket, it has one of those bars of Tuft woolens. Yeah. Feels good, right?
It's so cute.
So yeah, so I would like to get it. Let's see, what did I say I was gonna add? I think I said I was gonna add 104.
Yeah,
this year.
I thought it was 2 a week.
It was 2 a week, and I didn't quite make it. But I'm still pleased with my progress. And if
it's
it
like
was
me, I'm pleased with my progress
Right.
on the interpretation
Right.
tool.
Like,
I didn't make it, but good enough.
I'd rather do that than say, oh, I want to do 10 squares and then only do 10.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather shoot for the moon
Right.
and maybe not quite make it, but at least it pushed me to
Get further
work
than if
on
you
it.
set
Yeah,
a
like
lower
because
goal.
I just kept not working on it. So
at one point you talked about, you and I talked about you squaring it off and then stopping, or maybe just doing a little bit more, not making it so big because you weren't.
I want it to be like a couch blanket. But I did remember I was like, do I like it? Yeah, I got over that. I still, yeah.
So how do you?
I want it to be like a snuggle on the couch blanket.
Oh my god.
And so I want it to be just a bit wider.
But the edges that you say aren't finished, what do you do to finish those? Do you have to put an edging, or do you change
You
the
don't
way
have
you
to
add
put
the
it.
squares?
It's how you cast them on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like it's a different. The way you cast it on determines.
Where your edges.
Like if it's a nice edge. See that nice edge?
Right.
And some of them I did mess up. Like there's one that's on this supposed to be finished edge, and it. Like it's a raw edge, but like who cares?
I know,
and
right?
again, I might end up going back and adding just a border of like black or something, so or gray or white or whatever.
Oh, that'd be so many stitches.
I would, but I love the way they look.
Yeah.
And honestly, like,
And it finishes it off.
yes. And if you're gonna spend years making something, what's a border? I mean, what's 6 more months to get it? You know what I mean?
You're gonna be knitting anyway. Yep.
Right. So I'm not even letting the time bug me really.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Love
there's
it.
that.
It's great.
It's not really a fail. Look how feel how warm. Like when you take
is
it
wonderful.
off,
Yes.
it's like noticeably cooler without. Like it's really warm for
But
just.
yet it's not a thick blanket.
No, not at all.
It's wonderful. Oh, and it's not even blocked. I mean,
Nothing.
it's great.
Thanks.
I don't know. Would you block it?
I don't think so. I might spray bottle it, but I don't really want to soak it.
No.
Because where would I put it? I can't dry it in the dryer because some of these are like single ply.
Yeah.
And I knew that going in. Like, you're not going to be able to wash this.
Right. I mean, you could
I mean,
wash
I
it
could.
if it needed
I could.
to be.
But if it gets something on it, I'm just gonna
Oh, right.
like go like that and wash that part. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna ever probably soak it.
Right.
If that makes me gross, that makes me gross.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I think it's fine.
yeah.
No, I recognize that.
Yep. There's a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
My friends are in here.
I love that.
Like that's for sure.
That's the
the
one
one you gave me.
Mhm.
There's a bunch from Erin.
Yeah.
Our friend Erin.
And having been able to knit with all of them, you can picture the project you did.
Oh, for
with
sure.
them.
Yep.
That's fun.
I know. There's my Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of mustache in here. It's a bunch of Diane.
Right.
This is my first ever pair of socks.
I love
I think
it.
I've talked about that before. So yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I love that I kind of don't want to work on it right now because it's a perfect rectangle.
I know, right?
Oh, and I should say, I weave in my ends like every 20 squares or so. So like all of that is woven in.
That would be daunting.
All of that is woven in. It's just these last few. And honestly, you can't really, you can't weave in these. You can, but it won't look as good. I wait until there's another row of squares on and then weave in these because then you can kind of, you have more room to weave it in.
Yeah.
I don't like to weave it in before you've cast on the next square because what if you're casting on to where you wove it in and then it gets funky?
It can mess up reading your stitches.
So like really, I don't think there's any, this could be woven in, but I just didn't, But for the most part, everything that can be woven in is woven in.
That's great.
Highly recommend doing that because
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
because otherwise you will never do it.
No. It would just have them hanging off.
Yeah, or you'll end up sewing a backing on or something, which I don't want to deal with sewing. I'd rather weave in ends than sew something to it. So,
right. Yay. Good job.
thanks.
That takes some tenacity. Okay. What do we want
So, I guess let's show our one sleigh that we each have. You go first because I've been talking forever.
Okay. A friend of mine adopted a greyhound type dog. I think it's a Saluki. It might be a mixed breed. Who knows? It was rescued. And
Big O dog.
no, I'd say medium, but they're so skinny.
That's true.
And so she was telling me how she was going through the fostering process and she was hoping to get the dog soon after Christmas. And she's like, I might need to commission you to do a snood for her, like a neck warmer.
For the dog.
For the dog.
Because they do have long necks.
They do. Okay. And they get super cold because they have
Stacy knows we're
no
talking about a
fat
dog.
on them.
She just came over the minute we started talking about a dog.
So she sent me one. She's like, I had sent her one that I had made Daisy, and she sent me one that Daisy wants in on it.
She's all up on it.
And so she sent me one that she had seen on a Greyhound site that was super stripy, bright colors.
Aww.
And she's like, this one is what I'm looking for. And so
it's basically like a cowl. Or does it go over their head too?
Well, it can.
Okay.
So I've seen them like in the it's literally a tube.
Yeah.
And it's there is a pattern on Ravelry. It's a free pattern.
It's so squishy.
And I used Norocurion. The pattern is like Greyhound Snood. It's down there at the bottom.
Okay.
I know, and it's free, and it's literally cast on 72 stitches and knit in 2x2 ribbon. And then do 10 inches, bind off, you're done.
They feel great.
They do. And
I'm sorry, say again what yarn.
It's Norocurion,
okay.
which is a rough wool with lots of vegetable matter in it. And this was in my stash. I used 2 skeins.
I was going to say, these aren't the same colorway, like...
They actually are.
Are they? Okay.
Like, so I striped...
Because you know how Noro...
I know. Well, yeah. I striped 2 skeins because Noro has long repeats, color repeats. So it would be thicker stripes. So I took 2 skeins that were not the same.
Not the same.
2 different colorways.
Cute.
And striped them.
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
I never would have known that either. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it just looks kind of like a weird Noro skein.
I know. And
Cool.
what's awesome is this yarn, I didn't know what I was going to do with it anyway. Like,
There
it was
you go.
in my stash. And
And a dog
so
doesn't
happy.
care if it's scratchy.
Right? I mean, I don't think they do.
Daisy, what do you think?
She just tried to get everything off that I put on her, so maybe. But
well, I want to see the dog wearing it.
I
now. Like, we'll
know.
have to do an update.
So I'm hoping I can give them to her next week.
Okay.
But
How fun.
But yeah.
And so like you could even like double it, and so they have like a cowl on, like a turtleneck. Like
Right.
I'm just picturing all of that's.
And
like,
then I've
that's
seen
cute.
pictures where they have it up over their ears and neck. You know, like I would
That's
put it on.
super
But,
cute.
And excuse me, it didn't say a specific cast off, but I wanted it to be stretchy. And because I also am not sure of the dimensions of the dog.
Right.
I think this will fit, but I figured if the stretchy part could go closer to the body.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I used the increase bind off from the shorty socks.
Amazing.
I know. I was pretty proud of myself. And it does make it ruffle.
I like it like
which
this.
I think is adorable.
Look how cute that is.
It is.
Just a little, and like, mom and dog can wear it
That's true.
as they go for walks.
That's true.
I love it. Good job.
Yeah, so I made 2 because
Fun.
I had 2 balls of yarn and it made 2.
That's great.
And
If she gets one dirty.
that was my
There.
other side. It does take a long time for these to dry. Like, it did block them. And it takes a long time for them to dry. And ribbing,
Yes.
when I blocked it,
Yep.
it stretched. So I just scrunched it up close for when it was drying.
Yeah.
And it did go back mostly.
Yeah. It looks great.
So I'm very
I like
happy.
that light one. I think that one's my favorite.
I know. That was
That
the
was
first
so
one.
fun.
And then this is what kept going. And then
And then she can change them depending on her moods.
Mhm.
You having a dark day, put the light one on.
And if I didn't make it long enough, she can put 2 on
For sure.
and cover them, like,
Yeah,
layer 'em.
scrunch it.
Yeah.
Love
So,
it. I can't wait to see pictures of this.
I know. I know.
Okay, so my only sleigh is a big one, sort of. I
You
finished
them.
Hold on, wrong one. They are completely done. They are blocked. They have
That's a huge sleigh.
10,000 ends. Well, it's really not that bad, but it felt like a lot.
Right.
Especially because when you have the thumb on waste yarn,
Mm.
then you have 3 ends here,
Mhm.
and like you add in the black here. So there was like 2 ends, and when you end the white, so it was
Uh-huh.
like 3 ends there. It was like,
And then you have ends on your
and
thumb.
then there was ends on the thumb. It was just like a lot. So it felt really good to get my Wishmaker mitts.
They look so good.
And
Did they block looser?
they blocked really loose. I actually put them on while they were soaking wet to really kind of like
Make sure they fit.
Because as I was knitting them, I was like, I should have gone up a needle size. I should have gone up a needle size. These are not going to fit. I'm an idiot. I'm too far into it.
Oh, right.
Like I'm not going to change, but I should have gone up a needle size. But they're fine. They're perfect.
Yay!
They are tight, but like in a good way that like feels really good on my hands and like it's gonna be warm.
And doing it a smaller needle size, it made the fabric thicker or
Right.
denser.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
They are gorgeous.
it wasn't super duper fun to knit with that size 1 needle. Like it's so sharp. I
Yep.
poked myself. Like it actually is so sharp and tiny that it like entered my skin a couple of times, like a safety pin. And
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Right.
So that wasn't super fun. I'd rather knit with a 1.5, but and I have a ton of yarn left over.
Oh.
So remember, this was a half skein,
Oh, yeah.
and I still have half of it. And it was the main
Wow.
color. That was a half skein, and or it may have been less than a half skein because I still have a bunch of the white,
Right.
and then my never-ending skein of knit picks.
Right.
Hawthorne kettle dyed blackbird. Still have plenty. At least half a skein, if not more.
Right.
Like,
Oh, my gosh.
it's never ending. But it's great. I mean, it's just such a beautiful tonal. It's mainly black with just blips of. So I'll just throw it in other.
Yeah. Whenever your color work
And there
calls for
is.
it.
Y'all want to see the mistake? Oh, it's
I wonder, but we wouldn't be able to see it if we were galloping by on a horse.
for sure. So the first one I did, I screwed up right here. See that where there's a double blue, and see how that's a single blue and that's a double blue? I think I skipped I think I repeated a row here. Because when I hold them up, it's like 1 row shorter. Or 1 row longer. I mean. Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
I noticed it as I was taking the picture after they were blocked. I was like, that one's a little bit longer. Where is it? And then I found that just that one little, see where there's no
Right.
white right there? I think I repeated a row.
That's interesting. But it doesn't seem to throw this off. I mean, just a little
Yeah,
maybe
a
right
little.
there, but
Isn't that funny?
that is funny.
But they feel them.
Yeah.
Don't they feel good?
They
Because they
do.
are so dense, like you said. It feels like good good warm fabric.
This is a perfect example of why stranded knitting is so much warmer. Because it really is thick and cushy.
I don't know. Do you have bigger hands than me? See if they fit you.
No, I don't think I do. I have kind of small
Like
hands.
you kind of go, oh, it's not gonna fit, but then it fits. You know what I mean?
It's great.
Yeah, I think they fit you better than they fit
I think I
me.
have longer
I have
fingers. Are
I have
longer.
short, stubby fingers, so that's probably true.
They do. They feel tight going.
You kind of
over
go,
this
oh
part
no,
of your
it's
hand,
too.
but
No,
then-
it's almost like a sock. You know how you like go,
Mhm.
oh, that's too tight, and then the heel pops, and you're like, oh, that's great.
It's exactly that.
Like, and I think they're gonna loosen up, so I think I would be disappointed if they were looser.
I think they're great.
So I'm pleased.
That's
the thumb
awesome.
you have to kind of like,
A little bit.
yeah, but whatever.
But they're mitts, so you won't take them off very often.
Right.
They feel like they're gonna wear really well.
I think so.
Like they won't wear out.
I think so too. I'm super pleased with them.
Yeah.
Wishmaker mitts.
That's
Look at them
huge.
on camera.
I
Oh, they
know.
show up really good. so that felt so good to get those done.
Yeah. We so when Sally and I were planning this, we were Marco Poloing, and it was kind of last minute because we had already put it off till tomorrow. But then I left the house to take the kids to doctor's appointments and was like, "Hey,
The roads
it's
are
raining
yeah.
and not icing, so maybe we should do it today."
Yeah.
And Zane, his first response was, "But Mom, the light's not very good. It's not
Yeah.
sunny. It's too dark." And I was like, "No,
Actually,
Actually.
it's better because
right." So everything is showing up so nicely
Yes.
because there was no sun out.
there's no sun in our faces either. Remember
Right.
last time we had to move because
Right.
we were blinded.
Right.
So it's perfect.
I know.
Okay, so that's
Slays.
That's Slays.
Mhm.
Whips. What do you have in progress?
I got some good whips.
I have some whips.
Okay. I got some whips.
I have one awesome whip.
I have 3
And the
whips.
rest are just okay.
Y'all haven't seen this in a while.
The big blue monster. It's not, but
It feels
when
like
it's all wadded up like that, it's like,
Mhm.
what is that?
Okay.
Look at it. It's an actual like sweater.
It's my.
It's a sweater vest.
It is a vest right now. It's my everything sweater.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take this off because I will put it on
I
as
want
a
to.
vest.
Yeah, for sure. I want to see this.
Okay. So this
So
is the top.
weird.
I know. I have a full on
Circle.
circle. It's like
Oh
a
wait,
circle shawl.
you have to peek through, and this is. That's gonna be our.
That'll be our screenshot.
Yeah. I
Oh my
mean,
God.
I can't not do that.
I know.
It's so pretty. Oh my god. So, it's so weird, but it's so pretty.
It is so easy to knit. It really is.
Oh, it feels so
Her
good.
instructions, it's by Joji Locatelli. Her directions are, I know the fabric.
Her
is
directions
wonderful.
are great.
Her directions are great. Totally.
But
makes
now
sense.
that it's, even though it's a circle, I see how you wear it. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like for the longest time, I'm like, I don't even know what
So-
skirt you are working on.
So this is. I'll put
Because
it
it
on.
folds back like a collar.
Yes, it's a shawl collar.
Which is like I knew that, but like when I'm looking at you
Right,
holding
like,
it, it's
how
like
is that?
what the heck, Arena?
And I
What's
am
happening?
gonna put sleeves. I did toy with the idea of not putting sleeves.
I bet.
Oops.
Sorry, earthquake.
Okay.
Cool.
So, I mean, this is the collar. It's the same size. The collar is the same size
As the
around as
as
this.
the
Like,
body.
it does not get smaller in the back.
Wow.
So, can you imagine how warm and cozy that's gonna be?
Oh my god.
And then,
I love aqua and red too. Can we just say
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it's very cute.
I do too. So
Wow.
that's why these are reversible cables. Oh yeah. Is that Zane? It's Zane. And
Try to stay upstairs and be quiet. Do you not understand?
we warned y'all.
I don't even care which kid it is. Get out. Mine or not. No.
So.
It's like you start seeing them migrate.
I know. So that's it. I mean,
It's amazing.
But it was monumental
Well, yeah.
to get to this. This is 7.5 skeins. Probably
Worsted?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
A little more than 7.5 skeins.
So cool.
It felt like
I'll take a picture of you. Yeah, so we can
because in the back
The back is awesome.
the back is amazing.
Yeah.
So essentially
Like,
the
well,
back
I want to
looks
put a
like
picture
this.
of you wearing it.
Like
in the
it'll
back.
be
Yeah.
folded like that on my
Yes.
on my
I love that.
neckline, and then that that cable.
This is just such a
goes all the way
perfect
down.
marriage of yarn and pattern.
Oh my God,
It's one of
it
those,
is.
like, I love it.
So I have little bits of 2 skeins and then 1 whole skein left.
And sleeves.
And the sleeves to
Full
do.
sleeves?
Full sleeves.
Cool.
And
Which you'll knock those out. Are they cabled at all?
Mm-mm.
Oh, girl!
I know.
Girl!
Once you do the sleeve cap, then you just keep on going.
Oh, man.
So,
Worsted stockinette.
right?
Yes.
I know.
Yes, please.
So what I'm thinking is that I will do it with the full skein. I won't, because I've been alternating skeins this whole time.
Yeah.
This is all alternating skeins.
As you should have.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Totally. First of all, I think there would have been pooling
Oh, absolutely.
if I hadn't done that.
Absolutely.
And then second, you would have seen the skein
Yes.
changes.
Yes.
So even though they're all
looks
from the same dye, I had to alternate.
Well done.
But since I have a whole skein,
Yeah.
I think that I can get at least all of one sleeve out of that.
Mhm.
And then the other sleeve, I think I can get most of it.
And
if
the
I can't-
circumference is so small, it shouldn't pool too much. But if it starts to pool, you
That's
can
true.
always start alternating.
That's true.
Like with the full skein in one of those halves.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Or 2 ends of the full skein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll just see. I was kind of looking forward to not alternating.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Start out
Right.
not, and then be like, oh,
Well,
it's pooling or
For
whatever.
the sleeve cap, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it's short rows, so I don't want to.
Yeah. No.
I don't
I
want to do
think
that.
it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. So that was monumental.
Yes.
I worked on this so much to get it to this point so that I could start my other one. So technically,
Amazing. Remind me to take pictures and we'll
Okay.
plug them in.
because this isn't finished.
No,
There's still work to be done.
but
But I have all the ends woven in so I can clip
Yes.
after I block. And
Yes.
it does get blocked kind of aggressively
Mhm.
so that because it's like when you're going around in the circle, you can't just, when you're knitting this way,
Mhm.
you can't just knit that way or else you get straight.
Right.
So you knit straight and then you knit a wedge of short
Right.
rows, then you knit straight. So those short rows kind of bubble a little,
yeah.
but when you pull them when they
Yeah.
block, it'll be nice
Oh
and
my god, I
flat.
can't wait.
I know, I can't either. It'll drape even better
Oh my god.
when it's
And those
blocked.
cables will be opened up.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll show real quick. I got a little bit of progress on my Zaria shawl, but now it's taking a little bit of a break so that I can work on my other stuff. But I did work on it, and I did get the second color in, so I wanted to show it really quick. And it's really pretty.
Mm.
It's in the
And do
pant-
you fade the
It's in the
second color?
underwear stage. Yeah, it's faded a little. I mean, but you keep going back and forth, so it just kind of like fades. But you do. I mean,
Okay.
technically, it's a fade when you like do a couple of rows of the color, and right.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
technically it's faded in, but and then you do a block of it, and I just love it.
Is it
It's asymmetrical.
Okay,
Like
that
this
was-
side.
shorter?
This side of from the spine is longer than this side.
Oh, and you're having fun knitting it.
It's fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed this section.
Is that slip stitches?
Yeah, it was like a slip, and you're like slipping and you're alternating the colors, and it was just really fun and pretty. But again, it's taking a back seat because I have some other stuff I need to do. But it was fun. Sorry, Ashal, by O'Brien. Using 2 colors of Suburban Stitcher,
Mm-hmm.
Salted Caramel, and Horseshoe.
Which are perfect together.
Yeah,
Oh
loving
my
it,
gosh.
loving it. It's not hibernating because I'm mad at it. It's just hibernating because I'll come back to it when I have some not obligation, but I have some stuff that has to be prioritized over it. But it's there waiting for me, and I love it.
Yay! Okay, I am in the middle of a row because it's short rows. This is my Be Kind shawl.
It's so big.
It is so big, y'all.
It's grown a lot,
It has grown a lot because,
and it's like impossible to show with that
Right.
half.
well, and there's so many stitches. Like I
Yes.
have over 500
Yes.
stitches now.
Wow.
So, remember last time I said, I don't think I'm going to need that third ball. I doubt I'll even make it all the way through this one. I was wrong. This is what I had left of the second ball
Mm-hmm.
of the color when I finished the green here.
Okay.
Because it's all supposed to be in the same color.
Oh, okay.
But I had seen
someone
that had done a
it looks
second
good,
color.
but I like that white with it.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great.
It just brightened the whole thing. It was already bright, but then it made it like fresh.
I agree.
I like it.
I was starting to think.
I love white.
I was starting to think that this was too much. Like just this, lots and lots of this. I didn't know if I would wear that. Like it just was.
I like
lot.
it, but something about the white.
But then when you
just,
add the white,
yeah, it just.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I love
So,
white.
I am so close. I need to do 5 more rows.
Okay.
500 stitches on each row. So
Yeah.
that's 2,500
Not
stitches.
We're not talking 5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need to do 5 more rows. They do go. Like eventually I
Yeah.
get there and
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But I am ready to be finished.
And then that's it? Like you don't go back to the green?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's it. And so this will be a border wedge.
Okay.
And
So it's a lot like the one I wore here today.
yes. Yes.
This
is that dotted right?
This is pure joy.
Yes. It is very much like that.
And I love that. I love that look.
Mm-hmm. Because
I
it
just got
kind
too
of
hot or I
twirls
would have
up
worn
with
this.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Yay.
I was very happy. And this green is Western Sky Knits Limeade, and it's a sparkle. But then this is Cascade Heritage Sock in
Oh,
white.
we love that.
Mm-hmm. Remember, I bought so much of it because I was going to make a blanket. So I'm
That's
happy
what my
to be using
panda
that.
socks. Didn't I buy a skein of it
Yep.
for me? Yeah. It's good stuff. It's so soft.
It is. It's great.
Cascade
And-
knows what's up.
They do. They do.
So
So I was really hoping to get this finished in time for today.
I'm glad you got your sweater done though.
Yes.
Or not done, but like,
Right.
yeah.
And to the point. And I
Yeah.
did that on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I remember we were Marco Poloing and you were like, my sweater!
Right. Because, go ahead. What do you have?
Oh, because.
Well, I'll show you later.
Oh, okay. So one of the sweet receptionists at my kids at Nolan School approached me and was like, you knit? I know you knit. Do you knit for other people? And I was like, sometimes.
Not really.
And she was like, if I pay you, and I was like, okay. So she wants a scarf, which I hate knitting scarves, but whatever, it's fine. And then she wants that copycat CC beanie.
Mhm.
I was like, all right. So I bought some yarn for her to choose from, and she chose this, which, I should have brought a full skein of it. I forgot.
To show the braid?
Mm-hmm. So it's this, it's just from Michael's, because she didn't want, wool.
I can put a picture of it.
Okay. It's the Karen Pantone. They have a whole wall of it at Michael's, and it's gorgeous. And they show you, that's emoji stickers, don't know where those came from.
Right.
Thanks, kids. Where's the thing? So it's all the Pantone colors, and like they actually have like color cards. Here they are. So this is the like swatch of this Pantone color. This one's mushroom grayish, and they show you like the actual like color number and all that, and like the inspiration picture, which is cool. And the downside of this yarn for me, because I'm doing a scarf, so I don't
A solid color.
a solid color, is it comes in like one braid of it is like 5 little balls. So for me, it just means a lot of extra ends. But the cool thing is, if you were doing a Fair Isle project, you could mix and match all the colors. I mean, you still have to buy a full braid of it, but then it gives you, it like tells you put these two together, because it's like very much color wheel and all that. So you could really get some really awesome Fair Isle projects put together for a low cost. They were $5 a braid the day that I bought them. They were on sale. I think they're usually $7.99.
What's the yardage? Seems like a lot.
It's worsted weight. They say it's bulky. There's no way it's bulky.
No, that's not bulky.
So I actually call it Aran weight.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Aran weight. It's 100 grams, 127 yards. of what they say is bulky, I say is Aran.
Mm-hmm.
60% acrylic, 20% nylon, 20% merino wool. So it's really soft.
Yeah,
for an acrylic, it's wonderful to work with.
Oh yeah.
She chose it for, she wanted it soft.
You know what this reminds me of? Is the Sublime yarn that I used for, I used it in the book rest, but I've used it in a scarf also.
It has a twist like that, you're right.
And it's more of a,
it's got a great twist.
It's really round.
Yes, it's perfectly round.
Mm-hmm.
It's like knitting with tubes.
Yes.
It's great to knit with.
And it gives you good stitch definition.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so I chose the,
no.
Well, I was like, she wanted just a garter ridge, and I was like, here's some options. I just couldn't do it.
Right.
So I sent her a picture of this one. It's the No Purl scarf from Purl Soho, free pattern. And it's a lovely, so much prettier and just more fun to knit than just garter back and forth.
How is it a no purl? What do you do?
I know, right?
I know.
It's like, how do you make ribbing with no purls?
Right.
So since it's free, I'll tell you.
Right.
So you you slip it on one side, like you knit. So it's knit 3, slip 1, knit 3, slip 1, and then on the way back you knit 3, slip 1, but when you slip gets knit, so it offsets it, and and when you slip with the yarn in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then and so it presses it down.
Right.
And so you get this cute.
And it does look stretchy like ribbing.
It's super stretchy, and I think I like the texture. She wanted a beige. She is a Amazon, like she's so tall, African American lady. I'm super jealous that she can, like, if I wore this, I would look like a dead person. But I put it up to her and was like, gosh dang it, you look so good. And the hat and the scarf will both be, and she's gonna look amazing.
Yeah. But that's one that you want to get finished quickly.
I want to get, but at the same time, I'm prioritizing it. This is total dark knitting.
Oh yeah.
And see all these ends. I've woven in a bunch of them.
So how many of the balls have you used?
6, maybe.
Oh.
Of the little balls.
Oh.
I think I'm in my second braid.
Second braid. Okay.
Like, I'm probably not even halfway done. Because she's an Amazon, I gotta make it like her wingspan, right? Or something. Isn't that the rule? Like, it's just, anyway.
I don't make scarves.
She's super, yeah, I don't either. I don't make scarves either, so I'm like, I don't know. She's super tall. But she's also very chill. She doesn't care when she gets it, you know. And I'm getting paid for it. So, but that's the main reason I want to get it done. It's just because it's like, it feels like I need to get it done. So I'm just working on it a little, you know, as long as I'll work on it during a movie or whatever, like at home, until I'm tired of it, and then I put it down and knit something else. I'm not letting it kill my mojo, and it's not killing my mojo. It's not. It's not bothering me at all, actually, so that's good. And then that hat will be done in like a day.
Oh yeah.
I actually might go ahead and cast on the hat before I get the scarf done, just for a break. But it's going fine. It's not killing my mojo. I'm being very careful about it. Being very what did I say, precious with my mojo. And it's totally fine. The yarn is great to work with, and if I ever need like an inexpensive Fair Isle, like the colors are just perfect because they're just true solid colors.
Well,
they're soft,
and the other braids come multiple colors.
Yeah, there's some braids. Yes, some braids, all 5 balls are the same color, and some braids are like already put together. These colors look nice together. Braid, or like you'll get 2 white and then like a blue and a green, and you know, whatever. And they even have like suggestions for what you could make. Like, here's a beautiful hat. You could make this exact hat, and it's like a kit for $5 if you catch it on sale. Or they always have a 40% off.
I know, right?
If it's full price, use a 40% off coupon. That's better than. Anyway,
yeah.
I was really impressed with it. Good job, Karen.
Yeah. And we all need those types of yarns.
You need a go-to, you know, inexpensive yarn. I'm missing something.
Because, you know, kids that outgrow sweaters don't need expensive yarn.
Exactly.
Kids that lose hats don't need expensive yarn. So, Dogs don't need expensive
This that is very true.
Right.
I have 2 more.
Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
And the reason I wanted to get my everything sweater to the point that it was just sleeves, I didn't want to have most of the body, was because I wanted to cast my Elton sweater. Yay! So I went down after Christmas. I went down to Houston. The boys' gift to my mom was that it was me. Because every parent wants more time with their grown children, right? So they gave her time with me. So I went down. I drove down with her to Houston and then stayed for like 3 days and took the Von Lane bus back. Have you heard of the Von Lane?
Yes. Well, I know about it because of you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't think I'd heard about it before I met you.
Anybody in Texas, it's only in Texas. They are looking to expand. Only in Texas.
But it's like a luxury, right?
Luxury.
Yeah. Luxury bus.
It's a bus.
Yeah. But you can knit.
I can knit for 4 hours instead of driving, eating sunflower seeds or whatever's going to keep me entertained.
Awake. Yeah.
Right. So, so I took the opportunity. I saved it for that time. I was like, okay, on New Year's Day, because I came back New Year's Day, perfect day to cast on a new project.
For sure.
I had my pattern printed. I had my ball.
And you
my
didn't have
yarn.
your, like, it's one thing to ride the bus, but like riding it by yourself too. Like you
Right.
didn't have to like dole out snacks and all,
Right.
you know, to the kids and stuff. So
Exactly.
you literally could just focus.
Yes. And yes, I could probably do this at home, but at home, I'm also going to be thinking, I should go do some laundry and I should do the dishwasher. I need to get
This
dinner
is like a
started.
treat.
Yes,
Yes.
this was like 4 hours all to myself.
I totally get it.
So, I had my pattern. I marked it up. I got, figured out. I read the pattern.
Yarn wound up, all that.
Yes. My yarn's wound up. I have my needles. I did not swatch because I don't like to swatch.
But do we
also,
need it for this project?
It's an oversized,
Yeah.
like it's a, what's it called? Boxy. It's a boxy, but a cardigan.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm just going to do the large size.
I get it.
So you start with the upper back and it just,
Wow, looks great.
so I'm going to turn it upside down. I did get to,
I was about to say, you got
The
to the
mohair.
second yarn, so that's fun.
and it's hard to see. I really wanted to get
I like the texture though.
more of the do one more fingering stripe and one
Oh,
more
so you could
mohair so
really
you could
see.
see the contrast. I didn't
like
get
it.
there, but I love it.
Do you think you're gonna? I know. I think I'm gonna love it.
I think I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
It feels great. I love the fabric, so I'm not concerned about gauge.
Girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My only concern is I'm not alternating skeins with this, so I'm hoping it doesn't pull. I don't think it will because eventually you're going like you do the back. Then you do the 2 fronts until they get down here, and then you join here, and you knit the whole thing flat, back and forth. And I think it's more variegated than, like it won't, like it's such a long
Right. You wouldn't
row.
think.
I don't think. I'm
We'll
hoping.
see. If it starts to pool, start alternating.
Exactly. Because I do have 2 skeins. So, but here's something funny. Okay. So, no, you can't see it as
Are you trying to get it done for your no?
So I was going to try to
Swimo?
do Nanny Swimo, but I don't think I'm going to.
Don't want to put too much pressure on it.
Yes, I don't want to put too much pressure. And I immediately, once I got off the bus, I immediately put it down to work on the
Right.
shawl because I want to get the shawl
Yeah.
finished. And
If you were trying to get it, you would only let yourself work on that,
Right.
and then you would, yeah.
and it was so nice. I mean, I got both of these done in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. It was so nice to get something
Yeah.
off the needles, and
Yeah.
it's been so long that I don't think I can. I think I would not enjoy it. But here's the good news. I did not hate knitting this mohair.
Yay!
So it really was birds of a feather was the reason I didn't like knitting with mohair because I was fine knitting
And you
with
know what's
mohair.
funny is I didn't even hate knitting the mohair in the Birds of a
I
Feather.
hated it.
Like,
I hated it.
I hated the whole thing. I didn't, you know what I mean?
It wasn't just the mohair.
No.
Yeah, I hated it.
So, yay, I'm glad.
Yes, I know. I'm super glad. And the yarn is Yoo-Hoo Yarns.
Yoo-hoo!
And it's EWEHUE. And it is their Blackberry Jam color, which was an exclusive color to
So pretty.
East Texas Fiber Festival. Is it gonna? There we go.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? Oh, I want to eat it like it's blackberry jam. And so is the mohair. And
So I am making this.
That's the mohair.
I am going to knit this sweater next month probably. It's not going to be my January. If I do Nano Swimo, it's with my next whip.
Is it good? Oh, there we go. Well, and this is another Joji Locatelli sweater. I will tell you, the instructions are so good. They are so good because you do a little bit of short rows.
Yeah.
She just walks you through it step by step. Trust her. At one point, I was like, that doesn't seem right.
I know.
Is there a Rada? But I knew there wasn't. And
Just go with it.
Do it.
Okay.
Just do what she says.
All right.
And yes.
I actually did wind up one skein of the sock yarn and one skein of the mohair for my Elton, but I held off because I cast on my sample sweater. I'm knitting a sample for Diane, Suburban Stitcher. So she sent me the yarn.
I can't wait to see what you're making.
Ooh, it's like so crinkly. Sorry. So here's the yarn.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous.
Is it a new color?
It's an old color that I don't remember.
What color?
It's called Dahlia.
Was it part of her when she
starting
did
point?
Oh.
This was part of her starting point kit.
Okay.
Isn't it pretty?
It is gorgeous.
I don't remember it because this is like I've bought this color from other people before,
right?
And I don't remember. Maybe it's because I had already bought a kit from someone else, so I didn't let myself look too hard at Diane's kits, which is probably the case.
Probably.
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Okay, so I'm kind of sad that I don't get to keep this sweater, but I'm excited to knit with this. This is her new sport base. Like she hasn't even knit with it yet.
So it's the sport weight.
It's sport weight. It matches my nails.
Does it have nylon?
I think so. We might have to add that in because it doesn't say on my label because she did the Sally special with the label. I got a bare bones label.
Right.
Suburban Sport. 328 yards for 100 grams. Dahlia. I love it.
It is so pretty.
I think it has nylon. Like if I had to guess by knitting with it, I would say yes, but I don't want to lie.
It is such a nice tonal.
Yeah. And it's pretty solid, but it's just enough of a tonal to get you some depth.
Right. To not be boring.
It's so stinking pretty. And really, really nice to knit with. It's super soft. It's super springy. Hi, Daisy.
You want to say hi? She is. There she is.
It's very springy. Do you want to feel it? It's very soft and springy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It does feel good.
Yeah. Sorry for the crinkle. So I wound up to literally got the alert that it had been delivered, shuffled out in my slippers to my mailbox, and they were still cold from the mailbox, and I was winding them. Marco Poloing with Diane, like, look at me, winding it up. So I am knitting for her.
What sweater?
So here's my swatch. Again, super awesome. It was just enough to tell me that, like, you're fine.
And you knitted, or you did your swatch that way?
Oh yeah, I did
because you're doing it in the round.
Okay. So I did my swatch where you just kind of carry it in the back, and I didn't cut it in case I need to use this, but I think she sent me 6 skeins, which I think will be plenty.
Right.
I'm making Let It Fall, which we'll post.
I don't know this one.
Well,
look at that lace.
Gorgeous. So Let It Fall by Matilda Cruz. Look at it.
That is beautiful.
So the whole front is like this shell leaf. I guess it's leaves.
Yeah,
fall.
leaves. Yeah.
It's like fall themed. Let's see.
Sorry, her ears are so stinky.
At
right
one
now.
given time each year, many things fall. First the autumn leaves, then the snow. Sometimes we need to fall too, into tiny bits and pieces, just to see what we will become when we put ourselves together again.
Oh,
isn't that beautiful?
that is beautiful.
So it's like leaves, and so the front is the falling leaves. It's a whole lace down the front. The back, only the top half is lace, and the rest is reverse stockinette.
Oh.
So it's just kind of, I don't know if I have a picture of the back, but I'm sure now everyone else is getting to see it, so here's for you. So it's reverse stockinette. So I have to purl. And then the sleeves, you have lace up at the top and then reverse stockinette down.
Neat.
It's gorgeous. And it's a boxy. So it's boxy and lace and a little bit of plain knitting, and it's just really pretty.
And it'll be so pretty in that pink.
Yes. Yes. So a little sad I don't get to keep it, but
I know.
But something weird's happened, you guys. Can we have a true confession? Did I talk about the fact that I'm pretty sure I've become a process knitter, and it's weirding me out?
No.
I don't care about finished objects. I've always been, I want the object, and that's why I knit it, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't really care. So this is perfect.
Are you feeling okay?
I know. Whenever I lost my mojo, when I got it back, it was as a process knitter. So like the fact that I'm sitting here knitting like a 6 skein lace
scarf.
Lace sweater and not get to keep it does not bother me at all. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
So I don't know what
Maybe here's an idea.
Here it is, by the way. I guess you want to see.
Oh, good. You did cast it on.
Yeah.
So it's bottom up.
Bottom up. But go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
Well, first, you're not someone to have too much stuff. So if you already have a lot of stuff.
Yes, that's part of it for sure.
Second, you have put your garment knitting on hold for losing more weight. So again,
I get to knit a sweater.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm not.
You're not worried about the
when
size
it doesn't fit. Yeah.
Right.
I do think those are two huge parts of it.
Yeah.
But is that enough to change the way you are?
I know, right?
So it's bottom up, and I've done 2.5 centimeters. It's all in centimeters, friggin' Canadians or whatever. I wish we were on the metric system.
I know, right?
But so I keep having to go 3 inches, and I'm like, no, it's 3 centimeters. So I'm supposed to get to 3 centimeters, and I'm getting close.
That's only 1.5 inches. That's
good. So I think this is 2.5 centimeters of ribbing. It's 320 stitches. So it's not the most fun ever.
1 by 1 ribbing.
Casting it on and joining it.
Twisted rib.
Yeah, I probably would be like, oh, I missed that part in the pattern. Sorry. Is regular ribbing fine?
Right.
At least it's sport weight, so it's a smidge bigger
It
than
does, yes.
fingering.
It really does make a difference.
It's just so pretty. So yeah, it was not super fun casting on 320 and joining in the round without twisting.
Oh yeah.
But I got it done. And
on the first try? Good for you.
And so I took my time.
Right.
I was like, I am not redoing this. Are you kidding?
Right.
So this is my January attempt at knitting a sweater in a month.
Oh, so you are going to try to knit
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Because
maybe I'll try mine.
Whatever. But if we fail, we don't fail.
Right.
She wants it by the end of February, so she's not putting pressure on me.
Right.
But I want to knit my Elton, so I need to put a little pressure on myself.
Right.
A little bit of pressure is okay. So yeah, we'll see.
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be super awesome. And I'm happy to be her sample knitter. I love it. Is it what?
Well, I was gonna say, is that bag Suburban Stitcher?
Nope. This is an old bag. This is one of the first big bags I bought when I first started knitting. I bought it for my birthday that year. And it's awesome, but I can't remember who made it.
I love how it has a tape measure in the
Prairie Bag Works. There it is. I knew it was Prairie Bag Works. Super well made bag. I want to say it came with that.
The ruler?
I think it came with this.
No, this.
Oh, well, you said tape measure. Oh, this one. It came with, this is a counter. You're right.
Oh, okay.
This is not a tape measure. This is a row counter. And it came with that.
Huh.
I think it did.
Okay.
And it also came clipped to this one was a little cute zipper pull, which is gone now. But yes, it has a little ruler in there.
I love
sewn
that.
in. There's pockets.
Because you can just hold your thing up to it.
Yep.
Except you're in centimeters.
Yeah. No clue whether these people still.
Oh, right.
I have no idea. But isn't it pretty?
It is.
Yeah, and so it's like since it's a sport weight, I was like, I need to get my big bag out. So
Yeah.
right now it's too big because I only have 2 skeins in there.
Right.
But what did I just see? Oh, I guess it was this. I thought I saw like a cute thing hanging off.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a cute wrist thing. Like it's really well made.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I've never ordered from them again. I guess there's too many other
Yeah.
too many other people to buy from, and I forgot. But
So many people to buy from.
yes. So if they're still in business, check them out because it's a very well made bag. I have
Do you have
one more,
another one?
just
Okay.
real quick.
I'm out. So you go. I'm gonna eat my cough drop.
Before Miss Receptionist had chosen her yarn, I needed dark knitting, so I cast on a quick sock.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a little bit of work on it actually, even though it's just kind of living in my purse.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a vanilla toe-up sock, super plain. I'm probably gonna do an afterthought heel. I know, don't fall out of your seat. And this is Knit Picks Felici in the Time Traveler color. Nope, not perfect. That's the old label. Pretty sure it's Time Traveler. Time Traveler. Knit Picks Felici. I've had it forever. It's pretty
cute.
Soft. Felici's so soft. So that's just living, in my purse basically.
Right.
Not getting a ton of love, but school's gonna start again and I'll be subbing, so it might start getting a little more. But I also, cause like the no purl scarf is dark knitting, like it's super. Don't have to look at it. Don't have to have my brain engaged. But it's so bulky.
Oh, right.
Like it's not going to be that fun to. This one fits in my purse,
Right.
So this one might travel with me.
And that's why
more
my
than the
big
other one.
sweater
Mhm.
became, even though I could do it in the dark, it needed to stay home because it was
it's
so
too much.
big.
Yeah, I don't want to carry it around with me.
Right.
Yeah. So that's just cast on literally for that reason. I needed a
Right.
small portable dark knitting.
A purse project.
Whatever. I'm the boss.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. So trophies.
I didn't buy anything, y'all.
Yay! and you didn't have anything to show. Okay. Well, I can't remember if we had podcast. Had we done the ornament swap?
No.
Okay. Because
you showed your ornament.
I showed the one I made, but then I didn't show the one I got.
Right.
We had already podcast. That's right.
Mhm.
Okay. So look what I ended up with.
So cute.
Okay, you guys, and it was on. Okay, I'll just show you. It's a partridge in a pear.
Oh.
And it was she presented it. It was in this huge bag, and we were like, "Why is that bag so big?" Because we do like a dirty Santa, and so like you pick a bag, you don't know what's in it. You finally get to unwrap it, and someone can steal. I actually didn't even end up with these, but I loved them so much that Erin traded with me
Oh.
because she's the best.
Uh-huh.
And it was presented on this branch that she had cut off of a tree
Oh my
that
gosh.
had and so it was a partridge in a pear tree. And I didn't want to bring the branch because I didn't want to break it. But so I got a twofer.
Mhm.
Everybody else just got one.
That is so
So
cute.
these were made by our friend Susan.
Susan
I
made
know.
them.
And look. The
Oh.
bird body and the pear are the same pattern.
They sure are.
And it's just in how you finish it. It's
Oh,
just you knit
wow.
wings and stuff for the bird and a stem for. Isn't that genius?
That is clever.
Yeah. So it was a partridge in a pear tree.
I love it.
Isn't it cute? Her colors are so spot on too. Like how perfect is that?
Yep.
I fell in love with it.
And it's such a cute face on the bird.
Isn't it? She did a great job.
Yeah.
So
Aww.
yeah. So I had to show that.
That's awesome.
And they feel so good. Like they're
Oh,
just like nothing.
I know.
I loved it.
I thought about coming out just to see the ornaments that everybody made.
Some people did that.
Yeah.
Some people came even though they weren't exchanging, but it was really fun. And it's just fun the way we do it with like rolling dice, and that tells you sometimes everyone has to pass to the right and
Oh.
sometimes everyone has to pass to the left, and sometimes
Oh my gosh.
sometimes you pick someone to unwrap, and just because they've unwrapped it doesn't mean they get to keep it.
Right.
There's one roll of the dice, like if you get a 7 or whatever,
Uh-huh.
you can say nobody can steal this. And only I think
Ever? Like after that,
like,
nobody can steal
nobody
it from
can
them?
steal this.
Oh.
But you're done. That means you stop exchanging too.
Mm.
But I think only 2 people rolled that. Like it was
Right.
a lot of swapping.
Wow.
It was really fun.
I love it.
Yeah, that was with our knitting group.
Yeah.
And it was lots of fun. So this is what I bought. I did buy this mustache yarn You might have heard of her.
Yeah.
Had her space camp. Do you remember last year she did like a camping collaboration? Well, they did it again, and this time it was space camp. Last time it was like traditional camping with like tents and stuff. And so this year it was space camp, and I just fell in love with this yarn. So I only bought the yarn. I didn't buy the whole kit because honestly it was all sold out. I could only get the yarn even if I did have the money to blow on the kit. Like I would have loved all the pieces, but I restrained myself and waited until there was literally one skein of this left and then bought it. Right. So this is the yarn for it, and I can't remember, what did they call it? Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia.
Yeah. It's sparkle base, and can you even her label is different for the camp. It's like a
metallic.
Yeah, it's like a sparkle paper or like a shimmery paper.
So is it skinny stripes?
I think so. I know she posted a picture of it, and now I'm blanking. I just remember I was like, because it's all these jewel tones and sparkle base.
And is it a navy background?
I guess. Or it's just navy. There's
lots
like, of blue different shades of blue. There's every shade of blue.
Right.
From darkest navy to mint. And then there's yellow and pink, and it's really pretty. So that was just the only thing I let myself buy. And
Love
then
it.
my sweet neighbor, Focus.
Right.
You know what we say at school? Hocus pocus. And the kids have to say, everybody focus.
Really? I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. It doesn't always work. My sweet neighbor, Tony, Nitty Tony, she brought over toys for the kids for Christmas, like gifts for the kids. And Mitch and I got gifts too. What? Mitch got a flashlight, and I got this.
Oh my gosh.
Is it me or what?
That is totally you.
Okay, so it's Mallory. She's the one who has the nephew suffering from cancer that I made him that hat out of her yarn. It's not like but she's like, this is just another little thank you. Like, shut up. It was like the easiest thing ever. She's so sweet. He's still going through treatments. He's still, being very strong. This is Malabrigo Rios, Pure Merino Superwash. This is worsted, right? I think 210 yards for 100
Because that's what I'm making my everything out
of. Okay. And it's the teal feather color, which I have totally coveted before.
Yeah, and that's the color.
And it's not showing up correctly, I don't think.
I have that color in the single.
You do have it. I knew I'd seen this color. Okay. And it's not. It's kind of.
It's looking more blue.
Yeah, but it's definitely teal.
Yeah. It matches your jacket.
Yeah,
perfectly.
right? Oh my God. Look, it just disappeared.
Right.
So thank you again, Tony. I love it.
Yeah.
You did not have to do that. So I had just made a big crock pot of caramel apple butter to give as gifts to my family, so they got a jar of that.
Nice. That is gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
It's so perfect for you.
I know! I think I might
So
have to get a hat.
Right?
Out of that. So,
yeah.
Those are my trophies.
Trophies.
Can we talk about camp?
Please.
Can we talk about camp?
Please. Oh my gosh.
We have huge
so
news.
verklempt.
I know. I know. Oh. Okay. So we have a couple of new vendors to announce that will be at our market.
She's so nonchalant.
Luckily, we've had a few weeks to calm down.
Have we calmed down? I don't think
Not
we've
really,
calmed down.
but
for the camera.
But that night that day that we found out that this person was coming, there's no way I could have been recorded.
No.
I guess technically we were because we were on Marco Polo freaking out. But anyway, so we have Diane Suburban Stitcher is going to be there at the market. By the Bay Yarn Company.
Savvy Skeins.
Those were announced last time. Since then, we've added our dear friend, Kimber. She is Nurse Kimber Knits on Instagram. She makes bags and yarn cozies and notions bags. And I think she's...
Whip minders?
Whip minders. I think she's moving into making those like fabric boxes that like roll up, and then when you unroll them, they're a box. I hope I'm not lying. Okay. I think she's doing a prototype of those. Excellent bags. We've shown them.
She's a talented sewist.
Yes, and we showed them last year. She sent us a bag to give away last year at camp. Super high quality bags. So yay, Nurse Kimber Knits is going to be there. And then the one that made us
squeal with delight.
Pee our pants, or is that just me? I don't want to speak for Alan. I peed a little. Mustache, y'all.
Oh my God.
Mustache is coming. She will not only be a vendor, she's going to be a guest at the retreat. So if you're coming to the retreat, you get to hang out with the Mustache. Stacy from Mustache. Just saying. NBD, guys. Except it is a BD.
It is totally a BD.
It's a big deal. So we are super honored.
Yes.
And excited that Kimber and Stacy have joined the lineup. So that gives us 5 amazing vendors.
Amazing vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Is it 5?
It is.
Yeah, okay.
It's 5.
Whew.
I know. I know.
Fine. It's fine.
We're good. We're good.
Like a little lightheaded. And we may be adding another one if we think we can have physical space for it. Yeah. But we will let you know. Mm-hmm. And we also wanted to give you an update on some of we've given more options for room rates.
Right.
So do you just want to pop those on the screen?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Here you go.
Yes, room rates. Okay.
Peruse. So, but we did want to mention about how you could have a bed mate, right?
Yes. So we added rates. We had a request to be able to have more than 2 people in a queen or a 2 queen bed room.
Yes. So 3 or 4 people if you share a bed.
Right. So we have the rates
and it would help defray. We've given you the updated cost. We tell you if you're doing it alone, which I don't know why you. Yeah. There is an option. We have 4. How many single queens are there?
There's no single queens.
Yes,
there's no one bed queens. There is? Mm-hmm. Oh, then maybe 2.
So there's a few rooms where you could have.
Yes, there's 2 one bed queens.
Thank you. I knew there was. I'm like, why are you lying to me right now?
Sorry.
Did you already take them for yourself?
There's 10 2-bed queens. That's what it is.
So, there's several options. You can have a single queen that you're by yourself or with a bedmate. You need to have your bedmate already chosen, though. We're not going to randomly put you with a stranger to share a bed. We will have you share
a room
with a stranger, but we're not going to. You need to already have your bedmate.
Yeah. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yeah.
Time to pick my kids up at school. They're not in school.
There's kings. Alan and I are actually both getting a king room. We're going to share a bed. You're going to share with your mom. I'm going to share with a friend. So we're actually doing a bed share. So you could have 4 people in 2 queen rooms. You could have 3 people in 2 queen rooms. You can have 2 people in 2 queen rooms. You can have 2 people in a king. We're not going to let you have 4 to a bed in a king.
Right.
Just for everyone's comfort.
Right.
Let's not do it. So there's going to be a lot of options. Now, I do want to stress the fact there are only a certain amount of each kind of room.
Because there's only 19 rooms.
There's only 19 rooms in this inn.
Right.
So be prepared. If you really, really, really want to come, you might have to get a king room. Because by the time you register, we may be out of queens or whatever. Or vice versa. Okay?
Right. Be prepared for your room type not being available.
Be flexible. Right. Have a backup option. I'd really like this, but if I can't get it, I would like, this is fine. Just here's the information. I don't want anyone to be disappointed or mad when there's only, 10 rooms that have 2 queen beds and they're sold out before you register. I just want to stress that because that's I'm a little worried. I don't want anyone to be sad, okay?
No, right.
Now, that being said, we do expect to sell out the entire inn. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you would like to be directly emailed the link on February 11th, if you know if you're VIP at this point, you know that if you have early access.
On January 11th.
If you're one of those people, you already know that. And so you're going to get the link on January 11th. If you would like us to send you the link on February 11th for general registration, just let me know either down below here or in the Ravelry group, and I am compiling a list of email addresses of people who would like the link sent to them. That being said, it will be posted on February 11th in all the places, so you can do it that way. But if you'd like it in your inbox when you wake up that morning, please just let me know, and I can do that. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I just had to get it all out. I feel better now.
Right.
Super pumped, you guys.
I know.
And thank you so much for everyone who's expressing interest. Just knowing that people are excited about it makes us so excited. So if you've reached out and expressed interest, thank you. It just made our little exciting. So, but because of all that interest, we are stressing the fact you may not get the room you want, and we may sell out. So if you have to come, like if you're like, Mustache is going to be there, I'm going to be there, you better be ready to register on February 11th, because we are a little nervous that it's going to sell out that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I hope I get a room at this point.
I know, right? We might have to stay down the street.
we might have to stay, yeah. I might be like, can I sleep in the lobby? Right. So, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be awesome. If you really want to come, I hope you get to come.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Me too. And if you can't come, the marketplace is open.
Yes.
From 10 to 12.
To the public.
Yes.
So anyone can come from 10 to 12 and just shop the market.
Right. And campers get to shop from 9 to 10.
Yes.
First crack. I know.
VIP. So, I think that's all I needed to word vomit about camp. But we're super pumped. Even though it's still 5 months away, it's like all these balls are rolling and they're,
And we have so many ideas in our heads.
So many, you guys. We're pumped.
It's going to be great. Okay. So that's camp.
That's camp.
Weeby freebie?
Weeby freebie?
Weeby freebies.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. I'll pull it up. I had it. Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'll start saying what your theme was.
Oh, yeah.
While you're pulling it up. So Alan decided that it's selfish knitting time, y'all.
Yeah.
Which is all year long for me. And you too.
I know.
But some of you are extreme, generous knitters. And you need to take some time for yourself and treat yourself. She has pulled up some free sweater patterns.
Because I don't knit sweaters for other people.
Yeah.
I knit them for me. I think the only sweaters I've knit for other people were a baby sweater for each of my children when they were born.
I've knit my kid-sized clothes. Like I've knit both my kids' sweaters in the last few years.
I haven't.
Yeah, they're fun.
My mom has.
It's fun.
But they outgrow them, and they rather have something with Nike or Under Armour on it.
Yeah, my kids are a little less picky than yours about the Under Armour or performance wear.
Yeah.
But
so
still,
to me, sweaters are selfish.
Speaking of kids, did you hear that?
I know, right?
I think one of them just died.
Yeah. Okay, this one is Finial Cardigan EP60.
That's cute.
It's super cute, and it is for adults. At first, I thought the first picture was a kid.
Yeah, it's very sweet looking.
But it's in worsted. Yeah, and it's not kids.
Oh, that would take no time.
No time whatsoever.
Look how cute she looks.
Right?
Really cute.
I know. I would totally make this as a spring sweater with the short sleeves. Then the Vintage Puzzle. Now this
I've seen this one. It's free because she like copied an old
vintage.
Like she copied a picture. It's very cool.
And it is so cool looking. I don't think I would ever make it. Because I don't know that it would look good on me. I don't know.
It'll look awesome on me once I lose 50 more pounds.
It would. It's very cool. And she shows it in a solid and in a stripe, and I like it better in the stripe.
For sure. Well, and that kind of adds to the vintagey look.
But then you can see the construction is so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Wow. Then there's the Lupe cardigan, which has like a spine down the back. So that's the front. And it kind of, see how it drapes in the front? But the back has this opening.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
I love clothes that have an interesting back.
Yeah, because it's such a surprise.
So cute.
Such a surprise.
My hair looks awful.
Okay, this one is actually from a yarn manufacturer. Phil Colana.
Oh, and it's like a weird word.
Yes, it's let's see, Danish. And it's a Fair Isle. Or
oh, that's cute.
It's like your dots mitts. No, hat. What'd you make? That I was like, no, you made a hat. Yeah, the ombre.
And it turns out I hadn't made it.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It looks like it like got dipped in paint or something.
Yep, and it's on
Cute.
the bottom and the sleeves.
And you know what's great about those kinds of patterns is if you mess up a dot, just
Right?
just go with it. The dots on my Wishmaker mitts, the like whatever. If I'm like looking at the pattern and it was maybe 5, could be 6, I just did 5. It's fine. Who cares? It's just scattered dots.
Right.
That's the same way. Super fun. That would be really, really fun to knit.
Then this is Center Street, and that's the back. Like that's
Ooh,
the back
cute.
panel.
That
It's
looks
plain
interesting.
in the front.
Oh, interesting.
I would maybe change the neckline because that's kind of open for me. I would make it a little closer, but
It looks easy enough to change it too.
and that's the hem.
Cute.
It's a little bit of design at the
That's
hem.
really cute.
I just love that back.
Yes,
Again, something interesting on the back.
for sure. Love.
Now this one is full on Fair Isle. And
Which you know is my favorite.
But again, it's gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't know that this is something I would actually make.
That is a commitment.
Yes. I mean,
What's it
and that's
called?
even in 2 colors. Oh, yeah, sorry. It is Bright Cumulus.
Cute.
But, I mean, look at it in 2 colors.
It's awesome.
Like,
It's awesome. I love that one in the ombre.
and it would be so warm.
Oh my
like,
God.
For here,
Yes.
it would be so, so warm. So,
Very
but
cool.
I love.
I can't believe that's free.
Right? I know.
That's
Totally
crazy.
free. So,
Wow.
those are some free sweaters. Go
That's
knit
a
yourself.
Good. Knit yourself something good.
Right.
Wow.
So,
Those are pretty. I'm feeling all the sweater mojo.
I cannot. I am loving the Elton. I am loving the yarn. I can't wait to
I can't wait.
get it to the point where I am
Yeah.
joined all together
Yes.
and it's just flat, 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 flat.
Yes.
And it'll also be the first time that I think it's the first time that I have to pick up for a button band.
Oh, really? Oh,
I don't think I've done that.
it's not the most fun, but it's fine.
I know it's not.
It's not the most fun, but it's not the hardest thing you'll ever do.
Right. It's just tenacity.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta keep going.
Yep. Awesome. Well, that was fun.
I know.
You guys. Oh, I was also going to say about camp.
Mm.
Go to the Ravelry group. There's a thread, and then I keep updating as we have more information. That's also a good place if you want me to email you the link. Put it in there. People have already done that. Shout out if you have. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
But that's a good resource for all camp information will be put in that thread. So, including the link on February 11th. So, that was one more thing I needed to say.
Right.
Now I'm done. So yeah, I hope you all had a happy holiday
Me
and a
too.
happy new year.
Don't forget to slay.
We're all starting fresh. Yes, say it again. Don't
Don't
forget
forget
to slay.
to slay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.